We'll start with public comments, agenda items only,
Okay.
5 minutes, and we have somebody on the phone that would like to start.
Okay, you there, Randy?
Yep.
Okay.
Am I on speakerphone?
Yes, you're on speaker.
Laura, can you hear me?
Yes. Yep.
Hi. My name's Randy Bardigan. I'm from Geyser. I'm running for the First District Supervisor this fall. In regards to the change of supervisors from back to 3 from 5, in the first when everything started to go to from 3 to 5, I was against it and stuff. And however, right now I think we need to leave things as is, as the voters chose, regardless of my thoughts or other people's thoughts. We need to allow the system to at least to show whether the 5 is going to work or whether it's not going to work before we start confusing all the voters out there on flip-flopping back and forth on this and stuff. So, I appreciate you allowing me to speak by calling in and stuff. I was unable to be there in person due to family things and stuff, so I do appreciate it. So if you would leave me on the line, I would like to hear other people's comments. Thank you.
Thanks, Randy.
Thanks, Randy. Okay.
David Turner, 1835 Highway E49, Dane County. I'm also addressing this resolution, so I'll keep it short, that's why I typed it up. I took an oath of office 50 years ago and to support and defend the Constitution, and I expect other people to do it too. On this resolution, section 331.204, paragraph 1 begins with, in a county having a 5-member board, the board may by resolution or shall upon petition of the number of eligible electors of the county as specified in section 331.306 submit to the registered voters of the county at a general election a proposition to reduce the number of supervisors to 3. It states it has to be a 5-member board. Furthermore, that assumption that's to be decided by a 5-member board is intimated in paragraph 2, which follows that one, says the board shall remain at 5 until the first day in January, which is not a Sunday or holiday, following the next general election, at which time the terms of the 5 members shall expire. Paragraph 331.245 states, the electors of a county who have adopted an amendment to county government may not vote on the question of amending the county government for 2 years. Amendment shall not include an alternative form of county government. So often referred to as the Sunshine Rule in the Code of Iowa, section 21.2, subparagraph 2, it covers a gathering of in person by electronic means, formal or informal, of a majority of the members of a governmental body where there is a deliberation or action upon any matter within the scope of the government body's policy-making duties. I was in the back of the room last Monday. I was speaking with Deputy Killian. He's here again today. I observed Robert Volkin, Tammy Wise, and Dan Anderson in a discussion, which then added Bill Faircloth and ultimately Kurt Homer. On Thursday, I was notified of this proposed resolution 4-1-2024A. I then called each of the supervisors and spoke with them separately. From those conversations, I determined there was a meeting and a decision I believe that may have violated the Sunshine Law. I do not believe our county attorney was questioned on the validity of this resolution, and I further believe this appears to be an end run on seating the 5-member board of supervisors in this election. The only reason given is people thought the supervisor pay of 3 will be divided amongst 5. Iowa law, that's also in the code, I had to look it up. Iowa law requires people to be paid according to the law. It is in the code, and I submit ignorance of the law is no excuse. This stuff is very dangerous. Courts in Iowa can literally oust an official from office for violating the Sunshine Laws after or on the second violation of where monetary damages are assessed. I'm running because I want complete transparency in the government. I was a cop for 22 years. I followed the law. If somebody violated the law and we did it as cops, I would not let them go to court without us talking about it. That's how important I took the law. So, thank you very much for the time. And I thank you guys for being candid. All three of you were very candid with me. You called me back. I appreciate that. I just think, guys, we gotta follow the law, and it's five board members have to be present.
Hello, Heather Knibble, Traer, running for District 3 for Supervisor. I commend David for all the things that he brought up. That was definitely very good things. We had midterm elections in 2022. It was put on the ballot. There was a petition of 1,000 some signatures that let's go from 3 to 5. It overwhelmingly, 62% was voted yes, let's go from 3 to 5. So it was very disappointing to see you guys try to use your power, which again doesn't look like it follows Iowa code, to change what the voters want. You guys are in these seats because of the people that elect you in. That is part of the reason I'm running. You do what majority of the people want. If you get a couple people that are saying, hey, do this, it doesn't mean you have to do it. You feel out the public and you see what they want. Karen, I had asked a question on this. So who from the Secretary of State did you ask?
I called and was asking for Wes, but he was just getting back into
Okay.
the office this week from being on sick
Okay.
leave, so I talked to Bailey.
To Bailey, okay. Because I know other officials, Dean Fisher and those, agree with what we were saying of the, that you guys cannot put it on as a 3-member board. As David said, it says clearly 5 members. Let's let the people get in there. If you guys aren't sure today, the Attorney General would be a good one to ask. You guys would be good ones to, you have that connection being supervisors. Ask them what they say, because it clearly says a 5-member board. The voters vote in. I mean, even if it does go into the ballot, it's likely to be the same outcome as it was last time. So I don't really see that, and I think 5 members, we have a huge county. I think getting 5 members spread out around the county is a good thing. Let's bring diversity. We have a lot of different groups in this county, and being able to represent your area, that's huge, right? You can really get to know them, you can fill out what they want. We have a really good group of people that are out running for supervisor, and I think they could bring a lot of assets to save a lot of money. More people means more more time, not free time, but more time to look into things, to question things, to review the budget. So yeah, thank you, and I hope that you guys take some time to think about this, do some more research, or say no on it. So thank you.
Robert Vokoon, Gladbrook, running for 3rd District Supervisor. I was also in law enforcement for over 37 years before I retired. Some of these things, people may want to check their numbers over again and so on. And if you feel that there is a violation in the code of Iowa and something needs to be done, then I'd say make a complaint to the state, file a complaint, see where you go. People can have discussions, people can talk about stuff anytime they want. And I believe if it's, all the people that I've been talking to have been asking me why we need to have 5 supervisors, and they didn't understand the petition before. I've had a lot of people tell me, well, they signed it just so people leave them alone. I said, well, that's your fault if you didn't have a backbone. If you want to stand up to people and say what you think, then too bad. Everybody's got their reason for running. I'm just trying to run and be fair to everybody, listen to everybody's concerns. I don't care if you want a wind turbine or solar or you don't want it. I'm gonna listen to everybody. Quite frankly, I'm tired of hearing about all that stuff, and so is everybody else. Enough's enough. You guys could be working together on things and working with the companies and asking them questions. You got all these lawsuits going, which have cost the county thousands of dollars. It's absolutely ridiculous, and people are getting sick and tired of it, even though they're not telling you. So, see what happens. Might get elected, might not. Doesn't matter to me. Nothing like I don't have nothing to do. But people are sick and tired of this pity stuff all the time. If you think there's a violation, these guys are violating something, complain to the state. See what happens. You've done it before, how'd they go? You're certain that they're violating something. If I've rarely had a lot of people tell me that if it's not put on, they're willing to sign petitions and get it back on. So how do you stop the majority of people from putting this up on a petition again? If that does go, that they want to go back to 3 supervisors, they have to have 5 for 2 years. And I guess somebody wants to be out there, they can put up another petition to change it back. You can go back and forth all you want. Do whatever you want, but this stuff is getting absolutely ridiculous, folks, so. You need to settle down and talk.
Name's Richard Art. I am not running for supervisor. Unless something happens to Kurt. Okay.
That didn't sound very good.
We'll pray for you, Kurt.
I'm using up my 5
I'm
minutes.
sorry,
Come on,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
Okay. Who made the decision to bring this topic to the board?
We all three discussed it
Okay.
and all agreed.
At
that we
a
could
board
put it
meeting?
on there
At a board meeting?
last week.
Last week. Okay. And,
Public was here.
okay, you kinda answered the second question, but, basically what David said, what the state of Iowa code says, it takes a 5-person board to bring a resolution like this to put something on the on the ballot this fall. It does not say that a 3-person board. You know, if you read the code, it is very, very specific. And what you guys are doing today is not legal. So, thank you.
Any,
I just wanna follow up quick, Bill, with Richard's question. When he asked, who brought this up, you say all three of us. This could not have popped into all three of your heads at the exact moment. So can you answer the question, who brought it up? Who suggested it?
I'm not sure which one did, but we've always talked about it ever since it went into effect.
And when you say the
And
public
none of
was
us have been
here,
for it.
you discussed that after the adjournment, is that correct, last week? After the adjournment of the meeting?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do I need to come way up there? Yes?
no,
Bill, at the meeting the other night, I asked you the same question. You said that you read through the rules on Wednesday and Dan on Thursday when he came in and Kurt on Friday. So, I don't know what rules exactly you read through, but that's 3 of you on 3 different days. You said that you all 3 read through everything on 3 different days, because I asked you if you were all 3 informed about all the things that were going on. And you said, if these other 2 fellows hadn't read through everything, that's on them, but you had read through everything first. You said that to me, face to face, as close as Nikki is to me right now. Just wanna point that out, to help you answer the question that was just asked.
Can I,
you have a minute and
okay.
2.5 seconds.
Yeah, I thought I had a second left, so. I heard that there was a petition out there, and I have no problem if the people of the county bring a petition to this board to place it on the November election. So, obviously, they couldn't get 900 people to sign it. We had over 1,000 people sign our petition last year to put it on the ballot. So, obviously there aren't enough people out there to sign a petition to put something on the ballot. Thank you.
There's a petition out there?
There was.
Where was that at?
I was told.
Who told you that?
I'm not telling you.
This,
Okay.
this
It's like you don't tell anything else
This
about
isn't,
your group.
Bob, this isn't between you guys.
That's against the
fed up with these guys already. Cost the county a bunch of thousands of dollars all the time,
You
it's
don't-
absolutely ridiculous. I know,
Shut
I'm
it
gonna
down.
stop. Go ahead and put it out there to your group.
Going once, going twice. Closed. 9:30. Call the meeting to order.